Yo, yo, it's your boy, Marky Mark's Terror. Mm. Hey, Brownie, I'm doing good, sweetheart. How are you? You're good? Good to hear. Glad you're good. Thanks for the super chat, Brownie. I'm gonna message from your mom. She wants you to keep fighting for what you want and don't give up. 2 years already, huh? Yeah, that's a long time. Pack these cards away. I keep hearing her say you gotta fight for what you want. Fight for what you want. Keep going for what you want. Don't give up. She says you feel lonely and upset and you feel stuck. I see her like sitting on the edge of a bed and she's like kind of upset that you're upset. She's like she's like this on the end of the bed. Hey Marty, how you doing, sweet? She's like this on the edge of a bed with like a beige cover on it. I just get like her telling me that she wishes that you would motivate yourself instead of like thinking about things that you can't control. She wants you to stay motivated, stay like, you know, stay happy and stay like, optimistic about your future and what you really want in life and what you really feel like doing, that type of thing. Yeah. I feel like she visits you at your in your home and around you all the time. Like I feel like she visits you and stuff. And I can see her like on a bed and like sitting on the edge of it, you know? Like she wants you to believe in your family, believe in like your ancestors and her and like she wants you to believe in like that your family helps you even though you probably don't think that or you probably have a hard time believing it sometimes. But like she doesn't want you to self-destruct and be mad or think that you should give up. She doesn't want you to do that. Like she doesn't want you to like um feel mad or feel sad or feel that way. Like she wants you to understand that you're at the age right now where you should have enough experience to know what's right, what's wrong, what to do, what not to do, how to feel and not to feel. Like she doesn't want you to resist what you really, you know, yeah, like she's saying all this stuff. Like she's like she doesn't want you to feel like emotional, and she doesn't want you to like worry about if people are jealous of you or you're, how you feel and they feel. Like she doesn't want you to absorb people's energy. She wants you to keep looking up, is what she says. Like, and she's very active today. Like I can, like she's sitting down and she looks the same like I always see her. She's always well dressed, and she took off her glasses, and then she's like using her hands, and she's like saying, "Look, tell her look up." She's like saying to do like to keep looking up and don't look down and feel sad and feel like you can't do it. Don't feel you like embarrassed to do things. Like she doesn't want you to feel like she wants you to feel safe and secure, and she wants you to feel a lot better. Like she's going like this. Like she wants you to keep moving and keep doing what you have to do. Like so, you know, she wants you to know that your whole family and spirit is, watching over you, making things right for you, things like that. Like this, they're working, they're working together to help you, but you've got to do your part, and that's stay focused on what you really want to do and how you really want to live your life. But she doesn't want you to like, feel sad and feel like you can't get anywhere or can't do anything. She doesn't want you to do that. She gets upset, man. She gets upset. Like at the beginning, she got upset because she's like, she told me she doesn't know where to start. So she's like, yeah, she doesn't know what she wants to do, and she just wants you to like not feel that way. She wants you to like get out of this funk that you're in and like make things better. She always says that though. She always wants you to like keep going because she feels like you give up, and she doesn't like that about you. She says not to be that way because it's just gonna drag you down. Like you have to like sometimes we have to really get up, and say first thing in the morning, like, today's the fucking day, like, today I'm gonna make this shit work. And that's exactly what I do. Like when I feel like shit, I'll get up first thing in the morning. I'll be like, you know what? And drink some coffee, and I'm gonna fucking make sure I do exactly what I need to do today. Like I ain't letting nothing get in my damn way. Hey Sophie, how you doing? So that's what she wants you to do: self motivation, self confidence, self reliance. She wants you to be like all about you. Make yourself better. Don't give up. Like she's kind of like I can see her like shedding tears, and she's like kind of wiping her eyes, like because she says that she wishes that she was like her, a physical presence more than a spiritual presence. But she knows like that you can do it. It's just that she feels like she doesn't feel to blame, obviously, but like she feels like you you have to believe more in the spiritual, you know, form. Like, she wants you to feel more like, you know, like more like belief in them that they have your back if you decide to go all the way and do whatever you want. Like, I tell people like the best thing to do is feel like you're inferior in a humble way. Like feel like no one can do anything to you and no one can like say anything to make you mad, or no one can really like get in your way because spirit has your back. God has your back. Whoever you're attached to, wherever you believe in. Like if you have something or someone to believe in, it makes life better. You know. Yeah. She's kind of like upset that you're going through that. Hey Rudy, what's up, sweetie? You good? How was your birthday celebration? You feel better? Yeah, but she's like saying like she still is your motivation, but you gotta just think about the things that she would say or do to you if she was in that predicament. She said this before like plenty of times to me, that that's what you have to do, but you might do it for like a day or two or a week, and then you fall back into the sad lonely feeling, or like I can't do it, or like poor me. She doesn't want you to do that. She wants you to like, another thing I can explain to you, and I asked her if I could tell you this, is like do things in memory of her, and she wants that, you know. Because a lot of people a lot of people say stupid shit like, oh yeah, people are dead, they can't do nothing. Don't believe that. Life goes on after death. Your spiritual form goes into a next level. So people don't understand that, but people don't. They're just stupid anyway. But listen to me. It very much so happens. And that's why she's saying what she's saying. Because she wants you to believe in yourself through her spirit, with her spirit, and you can move as far as you can. You can go wherever you want when you have belief. You had a very bad one. I'm sorry to hear that, Rudy. Hope you get better. The thing is like you already know what she would say and what she would do or how she would be in real life. So like it should be easier for you to connect to that energy. And she's so nice to me all the time. I like her. She never gives me a hard time in spirit. Some spirits are like pain in the asses, but not her. She's so like calm and collective, and she's just like a good person or a good spirit all around. You're welcome, Brownie. No problem, sweetheart. Just know that the more you believe in yourself and her, the better your life is gonna get. Yeah, but you can, even though that's the case, don't let that be like your downfall. Don't like dwell on that too much. The spirit doesn't want us to like feel sad and miss them, because really you have to learn. You don't have to learn. You don't have to do anything, but you should learn how to and should feel like you have her in a different way eternally in spirit. So the spiritual power is always going to be more than a physical power, but people just don't get it. And I'm trying to explain to everybody that the more spiritual power that you indulge in through spirit in your physical life while you're alive, the more powerful you become. Take it from yours truly. Just trying to let everybody know that your life can get better and better the more you believe. The more you believe in your ancestors and your spirit, family, God, and whatever you want to believe in, it just gets better and better. But you just have to do it. If you don't do it, then you're fucked. You ain't going nowhere. You're just gonna sit there and just dwell on the negative and dwell on the person's not there anymore. It don't work that way. It can be so much easier and so much more powerful if you embrace it. If you embrace the physical death and embrace the spiritual power that you are now going to receive until you become that spirit. You know what I'm saying? And then when you become a spirit one day, you're gonna sit back and say, you know what, I understand now. And then you're probably gonna say, I wish I would have known that a lot sooner. Yeah, Sophie, but I know that you miss your dad, and my condolences to you guys. Everybody who's lost somebody, we all have. But we should never like dwell on like them being gone too much. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, and I know that. I'm not trying to tell you to forget the person. I'm trying to tell you dwell on that person more in a spiritual form that they are in, because they're so willing to help you, and they're so willing to like be there for you and give you the power you need. But you just have to like understand it. You have to believe it. You have to like really really know that that person's right there, but in a spiritual form. But see, somebody like doesn't some people did doesn't register until a while. That's why when I registered it a couple years ago for sure, and I realized that it was really real and really true, it made everything better for me. Yeah, absolutely. Right. But you can dwell on them in a spiritual form. See, that's the dwelling that you should be doing. Don't dwell that they're gone, and don't dwell to miss them. There's no reason for that no more. They don't want you to. That was the funeral. That was the funeral. That now it's over. Once the funeral is done, you've done your mourning. They're gone physically now, but the spiritual part of them is even more powerful than you can ever imagine. And then when you actually embrace it and believe it and understand that you can use that for the most powerful uh, life experience for the rest of your life, then you'll understand it. Like you'll be like, okay, now I get it. And all it is just about believing. You just got to keep believing that they're there. You'll end up having dreams about them. You'll end up having like signs. You'll end up like having close calls being met where you're like, oh shit, thank God that happened. Meanwhile, it's that person. They're there right there making sure nothing happens to you. It's crazy, and it's sometimes it's so unreal how it happens. And like this whole month, it's only been 19 days, but every day of this month, I'll be like, sometimes I'll be driving my car and I'll be getting like these messages because I'm all by myself in the car. And like, I always get messages in my damn car. And like, Spirit will say, look, this is going to happen any day now. And I'm like, really? I don't want to know that, man. Come on. And then it'll happen. And then they'll say, look, this is gonna happen, or this is gonna happen tomorrow, or make sure you do this so you don't. Like they talk to me all the time. They give me warnings. They give me like signs. They give me like these downloads is what I call it. And it's been happening a lot lately. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, like come on, don't do that shit to me. Leave me alone. I'm trying to drive my car here, like, but it's crazy how they do it. Like it's like sometimes they go like not all it's not it doesn't happen every day or every like week. But this month it's happened a lot. Where like I get in the car and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like who the hell was talking to me just now? I can just hear the voices saying, look, this is gonna happen. You gotta watch out, or make sure you do this, or make sure this doesn't, or make sure, look, hey, look, remember you said this, you know, like it's not a deja vu thing. It's like a warning, but it could be a good one, you know. It's like them saying, hey, this is going, and I'm gonna be like, oh fuck. Then when it happens in front of me, I'm like, I already knew that was gonna happen. And this can't be real. I still say it to today. Like I'm like, this can't be real. Like I basically just saw these guys told me this shit was gonna happen. And it's right here, right in front of my face. And I'm like, this fucking nuts. And then now, when it happens, I just shake my head and start laughing because I already knew it was gonna happen, or I already know I was already pre-warned, or I was pre-told. So even if it's not a warning, you're pre-told about things, so it prepares you. But I never prepare for it because I never like really believe it at the time. And then when it happens, I'm like, man, this is fucking nuts. I can't take that. This is like some bullshit. Like, but it happens, and then I just accept it. I just accept the fact that sometimes they feel the need that I have to know. And then when I know, I know. And then when I'm happy sometimes, but sometimes I just shake my head like I can't believe I heard this shit and it happened. Like just like they said. But I think it's their way of saying don't lose doubt, Mark, and don't lose hope. Like don't doubt it and don't lose faith in us because we even though something didn't happen, it's always out of your control. You have to remember that. Everything's out of your control. You can't control things like you want to. The way I say, really? Really? Hey, Miss Bikini. Hi. But yeah, it's that's the main thing. Like, and just like Marty said, there talking to her grandpa helps a lot. And Miss Bikini talks to her late husband and it helps her. You guys can talk to the people that were in spirit. It doesn't matter. It's just a way of life. It becomes a way of life. And it's just nothing you can like there's nothing more refreshing than to know that. Rudy, I got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready, sweetie. Thanks. My bad. I just start rambling about spirit. But I do it all the time. Like I always ask God to help me. I always ask like spirit to help me. I always ask I always ask for help and I always thank them for the help. That's the main thing. It's like because I'm so grateful and so like thankful to them, they feel like, Mark doesn't use us when he needs us. He actually thanks us. And sometimes like if I don't need anything or I don't really want anything, I'll just say thank you anyway. Like thanks for helping me and thanks for answering my prayers or bringing. A guy said on TikTok in an interview the other day, he said one of the biggest blessings we have is coming home every day. And I never thought about that until he said it. And I was already I was already saying to like spirit all the time, yeah, that's fine, Rudy. You do whatever you want. It's cool. I'm sorry you had a bad day, sweetheart. I hope it gets better. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Miss Bikini, but it's good to like listen to everybody else, cause like and listen to us and listen to everybody. Everybody like goes through bad times, good times, rough times, death, rebirth. People go through things all the time, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't talk about it or people think you're crazy. Fuck what people think. Only you know what. That's why I don't really open myself up to the public too much. You know. Oh no, really, really. That's fucked up, man. My caseworker told me it was an error about me being approved for housing. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's crazy. I can't believe that. How the fuck can they make an error about that? Well, sometimes like, well, just let's be optimistic and let's be, even though it was an error, hopefully now that they know it's an error, it changes and they say, you know what, we told this woman that she got approved and then it's an error. We got, let's see what we can do here because we fucked up. So hopefully that's the case. I'm irritated and tired too because I emailed this lady back in July all my paperwork, you know, and I go to tell her what's the update. She told me she never got my paperwork in July. So I could have been gave it to her. She could have said something. But see, people don't give a fuck. And then when I gave my paperwork in yesterday, she emails me and says many thanks. And I wanted to just start typing like and going off my head. And I'm like, Mark, don't give this dumb bitch your energy. Like just leave it alone. It's not meant for you to have right now. That's what it is. Stupid is what stupid does. I can only do my part. How is it I email everybody else and everybody's fine, but I email you and it didn't work? That don't make no sense. I send emails every fucking like day, every week, attachments and shit. Also, but you didn't get 'em. So why you didn't say, oh, are you gonna give us, your stuff or what? Like, just following up. We didn't get it. You got it. You're just being a biatch. And you're just fucking being difficult. Or you fucked up and you missed the email and you're lying. It's either one or the other. So she's probably gonna have like diarrhea all week for disrespecting me if she did. If she didn't, then may God spare her. But I can't stand people that do that shit. It's fucking annoying. Your kids are acting up. Your job feels so overwhelmed. I know, sweetheart, it's not easy. But God wouldn't put this on you if He knew you couldn't handle it. That's how you gotta look at it. And maybe this happened for a reason. Maybe this happened for a reason. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it did happen for a reason. It's just the way everything is. People are like me and my cousin was talking about this today. How people don't give a shit. They really don't. People don't do their job properly. Customer service is bad. You like people fuck with your lives and they just don't care. And nobody admits mistakes. Nobody takes accountability. No one cares. It's like this whole like I wouldn't say world because I love the world. The world is great. It's just the people that are in it are just so delusional and so dumb. There's no other words for them. They're a bunch of jackasses with no brains. And thank God for the few select people that actually care about themselves and others' lives. Like if you have a job that people depend on you and the paperwork to get done and things to get done and you don't do it, how would you feel if it's the opposite way around? And that's why I can't stand people, and that's why I stay away from people because nobody really has like their best interests at heart. That's why I always like count my blessings, and I always like say to myself, spirits honestly with me, spirits honestly trying to divert my life path, and I'm trying to resist it because I don't want to do it, but they keep putting me back on that path over and over. It's like they're doing it on purpose and they're trying to send them out. But I'm stubborn and bullheaded. I'll admit it. I'm very stubborn sometimes. If I don't like change, if it ain't broken, I don't want to fix it. And if I'm comfortable, I really don't want to do shit that I used to do before. I want to keep like going and do new shit, but sometimes it's not meant for you to do that. sometimes things just happen and you're just stuck with what with who you want who you have to be. And that's just like the reality of I told a lot of people that I would never DJ again, and all of a sudden that part of my life is being thrown in my face multiple times, and I'm like, I don't want to do that shit no more. Like it's I'm done with that part of my life. And then I end up seeing I end up talking to two guys who I started music with way back when I was like a teenager in school. It was a guy I used to look up to and a guy that I used to like be like play music with when I was in school. Like I used to be the school DJ, like teenager, like 11, 12, 13. I used to DJ with my friend in school, like for the school parties, right? And he's been in Boston for years and he came back to Bermuda and he was on the phone with my friend and all three of us were talking. And he was like, "Come on, Mark, you gotta come back out, man. You guys gotta like go online and play music, and we need to get back, together. And everybody's doing the online thing now, because we're too old to be going out there partying with 20-year-olds. So we'll just do like online shit. I have a studio. I'm back here. I want you to come and play music on my show and this and that." And I'm like, why is this always like happening to me? Like people always trying to get me to come back and do this shit that I don't want to do no more. Hey, Braga, what's up, sweetie? You good? So like, and I've been watching like a lot of DJs online, and like I've been like really craving it again, and like wanting to like do it. And then like all of a sudden that happened. Like I end up speaking to those guys. I haven't seen them forever. And how weird is it like that those things get put right in front of you to say, we're trying to tell you something. But see, we don't take those signs. We don't take those signs. We just think that it's a coincidence. Because words fuck up our mind. Words fuck up our plans. And we are too stubborn. We just don't take the sign. And it's a lot of times where people come to me and say, hey, I know how to read. I know how to do this and I know how to do that, but then people don't do it. Good night, Rudy. Take care, sweetheart. We're here for you. We'll pray for you. Don't try and be too down and out. It's gonna change. Just be hopeful and pray to your dad and spirit and tell them please fix it. It could have been for a good reason. Just think positive. I know it's hard, sweetheart, and I know it's difficult, but we got your back. Hopefully, our positive energy when you did say it was happening, hopefully that positive energy stays stuck inside a box and gets released when it needs to again in your favor. So try not to feel, completely negative about it. I know it's easier said than done, but just stay positive, sweetheart. You'll be all right. Just get some rest and try not to think about it too much. When something doesn't happen, it's for a reason, and then something better will happen. When things don't happen, it's because something better is coming. So that's how you gotta look at it. And now that the error is on their part, they might even feel guilty enough to fix it. See what I'm saying? Sometimes the error is good because people want to fix their errors. So if they feel bad about it and they feel like a certain way, they're gonna try and get you the place after all, you know? But you end up dealing with it after all. Maybe it was like the pre-warning that it is. I'm just trying to be optimistic. That's all. Just like that paperwork for my van, I was so pissed off. I wanted to go down to that office and just like, roar like a dragon and start fucking breathing fire. But I said, what is it gonna do, Mark? You can't fix stupid. And you can't fix like people. And then if I fuck her off, that just gonna make it worse for me. And she's gonna be like, I'm gonna make this bastard wait for his permit. So I was just being kind. I said, "Oh, it's okay. It happens." Meanwhile, in the back of my mind, you stupid fucking. But when things are out of our power and out of our like control, it makes it more frustrating. Because if we can actually do everything right then and there and have everything we want, life would be that easy. But unfortunately, it isn't. But if we can be patient and wait our turn, sometimes waiting our turn for the right time. Because like that, the weird thing is like I want to get my van like now, but it's like it's not meant for me to have now. So maybe that's why the paperwork didn't go through because it wasn't meant for me to have. It's meant for me to have it, you know, some other time. Everything's gonna happen when it happens. Like I always say, and like my card says, you plan, God laughs. And sometimes we can say, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get that, and then God's like, yeah, right. You keep thinking that, buddy. I got a plan for you. So that's how we gotta look at it. We just gotta laugh and be and just stay optimistic and positive that it's all gonna end up happening anyway. Just not when you want it, unfortunately. Like that insurance commercial or whatever it is. It's not. It hasn't been on TV for a long time. It's like I want my money and I want it now. And they go from like building to building. The person's open up the window. I want my money. I want it now. Can't remember what that commercial was, but that shit was fun. I was like, you keep thinking that, you can get nothing. Just that's why that commercial didn't last too long and now they did that business. They gave you your money all right, and you got it now, but guess what? Now you're fucked. You're in debt. I can't remember what the hell that business was or that commercial was. Then I found out today from my cousin that one of my friends, one of my good friends that has his own air conditioning business, he's actually giving people financing on air conditioning. Like he'll install the air conditioner and you have to give like monthly payments until you pay it off. I never knew he did that. So that was pretty cool of him to do. Like, because I knew he's making a lot of money. I knew he's got paper. So for him to like do financing on air conditioning is pretty cool. God bless him, man. It pays off to be a good person. See, you do good shit for people like it comes back to you. And people are like, yeah, I'm still waiting for my blessing. Mofo, you wake up every day. Don't you get home every day? Don't you leave home and come back home? That's the biggest blessing of your life. Some people just don't understand it that way. Miss Bikini, how's the weather? All right, Miss Bikini, be take us with you. This damn dog snoring so loud in the background. She hasn't had too much. She's been sleeping so much at night and the morning. This morning she didn't want to get up. She came inside 11 o'clock, and at 12:30 when my live popped off, it went completely dead. Every now and then it does it. And I told her, "Come on, let's go." And she's like, "Nah." She was just in bed looking at me like I was like, I had her leash and collar ready to go, and I'm like, "Come on, let's go." Like, let's go, for a walk. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about no walk. I ain't going nowhere. And from 11 o'clock at night till 8:30 this morning, she never got up. She stayed in her bed for hours and she wouldn't get up. And then I had to pretty much like beg her to get up. Because I got up, I'm like, come on, let's go. We have to go. And then she got up all casual and just walked over, and then she went to the grass and peed and was like wagging her tail. She was like, "Yeah, I'm good." She's so funny. Some days like she runs outside, and then other days she's like, "I'm gonna stay here until you leave for good, until you go outside to go work, Mark. I ain't worried about it." Yeah, don't go outside, Miss Bikini. Try to like, if you want to like investigate, you should put your phone and like zoom and put it on photo and zoom in on it, and so you can see if you can see the people, so you don't have to go outside or you can see the car, and then take a picture of it and then you can zoom in further. You should try that. Try not to go outside in that bad weather. Yeah, don't do it. Fuck. Virgo, what you laughing at? Yeah, stay safe. Don't go outside. Yeah, cyclone storm. That shit's crazy. I know all about winds and fucked up weather. I know. I'm so glad we got our hurricane early. We got ours back in August. We got like the second hurricane of the season. And after that, I didn't have to put up the. I prayed so much this hurricane season. I said, please just give me a break. Just one like year, just give me a break. And I said, you can give me this damn hurricane now in August, but please don't give me no more. And we didn't get no more. I couldn't believe it. It was the first. This is the first year in a long, long time that I only put up those hurricane shutters once, and that's it. And I actually packed them away for good for the season because we only have like 2 more weeks left of hurricane season. It don't look like we're getting anything over here. Thank God. So I put all the hurricane shit away in the shed, packed it all up in the corner. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you next year. Hopefully not. But at least next year you'll be here ready to go if we need you. And I put all new screws and washers for the like bolts and shit for the to bolt down the stuff after I painted the house. So everything looks so nice now, all ready for like whenever. And then I was looking at my generator today and it's getting like the muffler's getting all rusty. So I'm gonna have to call my boy and ask him to come down and take a look at it because it's getting kind of rusty in those places. I'm gonna see if I can like um, order a new muffler for it or order some parts for it or get it welded, like put a new piece on it so it doesn't fuck around. I'm gonna get my friend to look at it, see how see what we can do about it. I would like to get a new generator, but I gotta check to see what's going on. It came on today for its little run. It was good. It sounded healthy. Today I cut the grass and all the grass was blowing inside the pool. I had to scoop all the leaves and shit out of the pool. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's been windy here for a while. It's gonna be windier this week. Thursday and Friday is the worst day, but all the wind is coming to the south where I live. I live on south of Bermuda, so right now it's north and it's gonna change to south on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's gonna rain on Friday. It's got like 2 raindrops. My dad's feet better, not bad at all. He's doing much better. I got him some Epsom salt foot soak, and it seems to be working good on him. So yeah, he's much better now. He gets gout like every other week. He gets gout. He gets gout on his hands. His fingers all fucked up. Like he could barely like drive sometimes, which is good. I don't want him to drive anyway. Like not a lot, but yeah, he's always in pain. But you know what? he's very stubborn, and he does it to himself, because the doctor and me and a lot of people have told him, you got to eat certain things. And another thing is he's given up like on his life. He should be like, he lives right next to the fucking beach. And I said, go to the beach and put your feet in the salt water. Like, we literally live 5 minutes away from the beach, and he can go walk right on the beach and like get exercise and put his feet in the actual salt water. That shit works. But he's so fucking stubborn, he won't do it. And you could park the car like right on a ramp, right next to this ramp, and you can walk right down there and right to the beach. Like, literally. All right, Virgo, take care, sweetie. Have a good day. Tomorrow. I wish you a good sleep. Want me to talk you in, or you're good? So yeah, he's a pain in the ass. He's a pain in the ass, my dad. But he's worried about, like, well, at least he's gonna get, the government's giving the elderly $40 more a month for pension. It's not a lot, but at least it's something. At least it's another couple $100 a year. So we got some good news that the government's gonna give the anybody who's retired $40 more a month. So I'm happy that they're gonna get more money for their pensions. So that's good. I told them that's good. I help them out as much as they want, but my mom, she gets like, my mom gets upset when I tell her that, you know, we're gonna help her and she has nothing to worry about. She acts dumb sometimes. She thinks that I'm like, rubbing it in her face or whatever, but she takes everything the wrong way. She's so negative. She's a Capricorn, negative ass woman that never like takes any constructive criticism in a good way. You can't say nothing to that woman without her getting mad. And she's always butting in to conversations and acting like, before she even, I tell her all the time, let me talk and let me finish before you respond. And then she's like, okay, okay. And I'm like, this is what your problem is. You need to shut the fuck up and let me talk first, and then you can talk afterwards. You're so fucking negative, you never listen. You just talk and act negative and say the negative things. Like stop being so damn negative. Damn woman. I love my mom, but she's like a negative Nancy, man. I keep telling her, stop being so fucking negative, and your life won't be so fucked up. She never listens. She's becoming more and more of a pain in the ass every day. She's always negative. You lost me? Oh no. I'm gonna get out of here anyway. But I hope you guys have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Wacky Wednesday. It's already midnight here. It's time for me to go sleep anyway. And hopefully, I'm glad my live stayed up today, because yesterday I was on for like 40 minutes and it just disappeared. But yet the other day I was on here for 3 hours and it never conked up. It's just some weird shit. I'm seeing everybody go in and out, in and out. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's YouTube again, or I don't know. But I've been on here for an hour and it's been okay. Hasn't glitched or anything. That's why I'm convinced it's YouTube and not me. Because today has been perfectly fine. Sometimes I think I have to upgrade my computer, but it's not. It's just the way the internet is and the site. All right, I'm yawning. I'm good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Be safe, Miss Bikini. Stay in that basement until the weather's finished and stay safe. I can't stand bad weather. But oh, Marley, you're still here. I thought you was gone and sleeping in your wolfie blanket. One eye open. I was hearing when I was in your live. I was hearing a message for Gage. That's why I asked you what I asked you. But like you said that he was doing like the real estate stuff, but Spirit was telling me something about like for him not to be around any chemicals. I just wanted to tell you that. But I don't know why I heard that. So like if he just let him know like if he's around any type of chemicals to wear like a mask or gloves or like if he deals with any type of bleach or anything like that just to be careful. I don't know if he is or isn't, but it wasn't nothing bad. It was just reminding him to be careful, like to wear protection if he's around any chemicals or anything like that. I don't know if it's like yeah, maybe that's it then. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Something to do with like or maybe he needed that. Maybe he needed that like the sheets to be bleached or detergent or whatever. Like I don't know. Because I was hearing something about chemicals and like wearing a mask so you don't smell it, or maybe he's allergic to something. And like I was I was getting like a warning from spirit to tell him to like protect himself from any type of chemicals or any type of like uh anything that makes him like allergic or makes him like sneeze or hey Phyllis, how you doing? Hopefully it doesn't break him up. Yeah. I don't know, like if he's allergic to something, then make sure he like stays away from it. It was like a pre-warning type of thing. Just I didn't want to say it inside your live, but I know he gets freaked out like when I say shit to him. The last time I told him about the soda and all that stuff, but like I like Spirit was saying something about like because I was like he doesn't work around chemicals. Well, he's not around chemicals. Like, what are you talking about? Because he does real estate. That's why I asked about the job to see if he was still doing it. But then again, I heard you say that he was working with your brother. So I'm saying, well, maybe they're gonna go bleach something, or they're gonna like clean something where he has to use chemicals or something. So just tell him to be careful. Like I don't see nothing bad happening. I just see like they just said to be careful around chemicals or any type of thing like that. It's like a heads up. So it could be those things. Yeah, no problem, Marley. Hopefully hopefully it makes sense when something occurs or you see something out of whack or, you know. Yeah, Phyllis, I was about to go because nobody was in here, but if you wanna ask a question, then that's fine. I'll take your question before I go. Well, I didn't want to like, we were talking about like Christmas stuff and food and we were all like having a good time. I don't like to like butt in. I was gonna message you anyway and tell you. You know me, I always tell you anyway. But Like, I just didn't want to, like, because I heard his voice in the background, he was talking to you, like, like then the spirit was like, hey, look, gauge this and that and chemicals. And I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? It wasn't Milton though. It wasn't Milton. So it wasn't him, it was somebody else. That's why I was kind of skeptical of whether or not it was for him or not. But then they said his name, and I'm like, okay. But the person was saying positive things about him, and then said like, and then said, this, and this. Phyllis, I don't do free questions. I give free messages, but I don't really sense gifts from people and stuff like that. If you have gifts, then you know what your gifts are. So if you like feel like you have gifts, then you have gifts. You just got to figure out what gifts you have because we all have different gifts. You can be a medium, you can be a psychic, you can be a feeler, a sensor, a hearer, all that type of stuff. Yeah. I do $5 questions on here, and I give like a general message if you want it, like a card or something. But for that question, that's something that, like, I don't sense people's gifts. That's not my job. Like, if you know what you feel and you feel what you know, then that's what it is. And you can evolve your gifts. If you feel like you have the gift of, of like seeing things or hearing things or dealing with spirit or reading cards and it works, that's how you know you have it. You got to practice on people, and then you become, good at whatever you're good at. That's my advice and my suggestion. But like, I can't sense, that you have, the gift of seeing the future or, you know, reading tarot like a pro. No, no, don't be sorry. I'm just letting you know like that. This is my advice, Don't apologize. It's cool. I'm just letting you know, like, that's that question you're asking me can only be answered by yourself. You only you know what your gifts are. You know, yeah. So like, if you like, what do you sense you have? What gifts do you sense you have? Do you think you can hear spirit, feel spirit? You think you can read cards good? You think you can predict things? Like, that's up to you to like analyze your gifts and say, hey, I'm really good at this. Like me, I'm a medium. I can hear spirits, see them, talk to them, and all that stuff. And I also can read cards. I do a little bit of everything. But, I don't consider myself better than anybody else. I'm just good for whoever needs me and connects with me. And that's what it's all about. It's not about your gift. It's about how you connect with other people. So if you're trying to find your gift and trying to find what you're good at, then you got to connect with certain people who need you and need your abilities, if that makes sense. So you know what I mean, Phyllis? That's the advice I can give you on if you want to do this type of thing, then you have to figure out what you're really good at. Are you really good at reading cards and reading people's timelines, reading people's future, reading people's love life? Do you connect with certain people in a certain way? Do you hear spirit? Can you talk to them? Are you afraid? Are you okay with it? Can you handle it? You got to ask yourself all those questions. And then if whatever you're open to, spirit will give you that next door and that next level. Because I knew that I can speak to spirit and talk to them and deal with them, but I had to like practice and actually say what I hear and hear what I say, and then put it all together and make sure it makes sense for that person. So that's my suggestion and my advice to anybody who wants to know what gifts they have. You got to perform your gifts in order for them to be a gift. And then if you can perform those gifts to the highest level, then everybody's going to come to you and see if they can connect with you. There's going to be some times where there's going to be no connection, and there's going to be times where it's going to be unbelievable. And then you're going to be like, hey, I actually I actually got this. This is real. you know. So that's my advice to do. I got a donation from you too. Thanks. I appreciate that. I just got it. Got the beat there. So yeah. You want me to check something for you? I will do that. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Sure, I'll give you a gem. All right, let me see. So, like, are you trying to read, or do you read now, or you want to read, or do you think that you have like the gifts to read? Because if you do, there's people that need you. You have like that's my suggestion to everybody who wants to read and everybody who has the gift. Because we all have gifts to help others. Just like how a plumber has a gift to fix your toilet and fix your plumbing, like an electrician has to fix your ceiling fan or your electricity. We all have gifts and talents to help each other. So if you feel like you have a psychic ability or a gift, open up to it and perfect it so you can help 10, 15, 20, 1,000 people if you want to over a period of time. And people will connect with you, and people will like say, I found Phyllis and she's wonderful. She's helped me, you know, figure out my life and my future, So that's my suggestion to you, and that's my suggestion to every single person that wants to be a psychic or has a gift just to read cards, for fuck's sake. Like, you can do whatever you want. You're gonna connect with someone, you're gonna like be somebody's favorite psychic or favorite go-to person. We're all here to be a part of somebody's life. So that's my suggestion and my advice to you. And if you decide to start your own channel, you can come in here and tell everybody, hey, my name is Phyllis. I'm starting a channel. Come subscribe to me, and I'll send people over to you to check you out. And they might connect with you and evolve with you too. Yeah. Why not? Right? The more information we can get from various people, the better. All right, let's see what we got for you. Oh, the only way to find out is to practice on people. Well, I got a good general reading for you. I got all good cards here. Knight of Cups, Temperance, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. All upright, all good cards. And what this means in general, in the next 2 months, you have to bring together patiently the perfect union for you, the perfect things that you need. You need to manage what you need to manage, adjust the things you need to adjust, but have patience doing so. I feel like you're a good influence for people. People want to be a good influence to you. You can bring this all together. This just depends on whether or not you want to be compatible to others. And that's the thing. You have to be compatible to certain people. There's going to be people who you're going to get readings from that don't make no damn sense, And then there's going to be people that you're like, what the hell? Like, this person just told me my whole life. So what I'm getting here, in the next 2 months, you're going to have success with work and overcoming obstacles and challenges. Like if you have a job where you have to negotiate for things, then you'll win. you'll get success in that part. If you're like looking for a job, you'll find a job. If you have a job currently, then looks like your job will get better. If you're looking for love, you can get love too, because you got the two of cups here. And that tells me like if you're looking for a love relationship, there's going to be a compatibility and an understanding and a bringing together of, you and somebody else. So um there's going to be like a new beginning. So it might be a new person here that you meet, that you get along with, somebody that's the same age. With this Knight of Cups, it could be somebody inviting you to a party, inviting you to like a function, or, just saying, hey, I like you and I'm interested. Um, there's an attraction. There's an appeal, something like that. But it's going to be a challenge, but a good one, you know. So that can happen in the next 2 months. And we have Thanksgiving coming up. We have a lot of holidays, New Year's Eve, Christmas. So in the next 2 months, this can all happen where you meet somebody and you connect with them and you end up being in a relationship. So if you're single, there's a very good possibility that you can get into a potential love relationship if that's what you want. It's presented here in the cards if that's what you want. And if it isn't a love relationship, then it could be like the start of a new friendship, like you and somebody. Even if you have somebody now that you date or you feel for, it can get stronger and it can actually develop into something better. So, but if you want somebody and you want somebody new, there's no past energy here. It's either present or future energy that you're going to deal with. So if there is a guy that you want to be with, then the guy can have dark hair and he can have like a beard or some facial hair. That's the type of guy I have here. He's going to be very appealing to you. He's going to be like a person that you like. Um, I'm getting good things, like good influences, just like opportunities, things that make things happen, like make things good. This is a good reading. I don't really get too many good readings for people, but you got a good one. So I guess you were meant to hear it today. And I wish you the best. I really do. I hope that this all happens for you. And I know it will if you believe it and if you want to receive it, it'll happen. And maybe that's why you want to know if you have gifts, because maybe you're feeling the intense like downloads from spirit, and like you're getting nudged to feel like a certain way, or you're feeling like a way where you're like, this some I can feel some shit's happening. Like I feel shit coming my way. So if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling like intense and you're feeling like overwhelmed and you're feeling like you don't know what the heck's going on, this could be it. This could be what you're going through. Like you feeling like, hey, I need to like negotiate my energy here. Like I need to be patient. I need to be like aware that something's gonna happen, but I'm not really knowing what's happening. Yeah, if you're single, you'll probably meet somebody. Is that's what I'm getting here. Even though this is a general reading, the love part comes out very strongly here. Yeah. So that's the thing. And this is gonna be like somebody who you'll just like everything will just fall into place. You know, it won't be like an obstacle. It's just gonna be a good challenge. So like it'll all come together. And the person that you meet is like has shows their emotions. So you'll feel the emotions, you'll see the emotions, you'll know what's going on. So it's a this person can invite you to a party coming up, or you'll meet them at a party. So if you are going out for like a party for, or you're going to a function on uh Thanksgiving or New Year's Eve, or because this is for the next 2 months. I don't like to look too far ahead, but from like now until mid-January, this can happen very much so. So I got all positive things here. I don't get nothing bad at all. There's no reversed cards. Everything's upright and everything is like male, female, male, female, male, female. So it's like it's all like a correspondence. But I feel like this is somebody new, you know. Yeah, you're welcome, Phyllis. No problem. I'm happy for you, you know. So that's and that could be why you feel, the psychic part of your life like nudging you or you asking, I must have an ability because I'm feeling it, dreaming it, I'm seeing it. Like, what the hell is this? So it could be that spirit has uh, what you've always wanted right at your door right now. It's going to happen in the next 2 months. You're going to end up meeting somebody that changes your life and for the better. Nothing bad here at all. So maybe this is your time now, which is great. If you're an Aquarius, then that's probably why. Because Aquarius is going, Pluto is going into Aquarius, and that's about to like make every Aquarius uh, go nuts. Or if you have Aquarius in your chart, I'm looking forward to it because I'm an Aquarius. So. But you don't have to be an Aquarius to have the change. You just got to have it in your chart or embrace the change. And if not, it could be just your time. Yeah, I thank God every day. And if you keep thanking God, you'll get what you want. I preach that on here very, very much so. So, Phyllis, I would say that the next 2 months, you can look forward to a lot of good things. And if you have like, and this also can do with like your career or your work life as well. Because the Seven of Wands tells me that you can be like going through a situation at your job where you overcome the obstacles at your job and you get like you end up negotiating for a bigger advantage or a more success or a better position or more money or a bonus or something like that, because that just tells me that work life could be good too. This can all be to do with work as well because it's a general reading. So if you're looking for love more, then that's what it is. So or your birthday is in January, so yeah. If it's past January 20th, then you're an Aquarius. But if it's before January, you're a Capricorn, obviously. But either way, that's uh that's just one half of it. But in general, in the next 2 months, it looks very good for you. I don't. There's nothing here that's negative. It's all positive communications, positive people. You're a Capricorn. Okay, cool. So you're actually Pluto is actually leaving your sign and coming into Aquarius. So because Pluto is leaving Capricorn, it's a relief. It's a relief for you. So you're finally gonna get what you want after a struggle, after a hard time. You might have gone through a lot of bullshit in the past, 16 years, depending on how old you are. But if the last 16 years have been difficult for you, or if the last or this last couple, maybe 2 years, 3 years have been very bad for you, then that's just like Pluto saying, we're gonna kick your ass on the way out. Oh, so that's why. See, if your Venus is in Aquarius, then that's why Pluto could be bringing that love into your life in Aquarius. So, because that's what Pluto does. When Pluto goes into any sign, they rearrange your life. So if you're single, they're gonna put you in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, they can get you a divorce. And I've seen it happen this past 16 years that Capricorn has been in, Pluto has been in Capricorn. But Pluto also in Capricorn, I'm not an astrologer or anything like that, but I have astrology friends and they tell me all these things, and I believe in it because it does happen. So like that's probably why for you it'll be a love thing because Venus is in your Aquarius. So that's why I'm getting what I'm getting here. So, and because you're a Capricorn, the bullshit's leaving your sign, and you're about to get blessed in the Aquarius part of it. So Venus is the sign of love, right? So planet of love or whatever it is. So that's a good thing. I'm an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius sun and rising. My Venus is in Aries. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I think everybody wants that. I do too, but sometimes who knows, maybe my time's coming too. I have no idea. But usually that's what everybody that I know that's a Capricorn, that's you know, everybody I know that's been a Capricorn in the last 16 years has gone through a major life change. And I try to think of any Capricorn I know, and they say the same thing. My mom, she's 78, and the last 16 years she's been through a lot of bullshit. You know? Oh, you're 50, so yeah, I'm 40. I'm going 48 in February, so you know what time it is then. So you know the deal. So yeah, there you go. So if you've been through a lot of bullshit, especially the last 16 years, then that's what Pluto has done. Since 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn, so it can either be good or bad, or good and bad, or it can start off good and end bad, or it can start bad and end good. So that's the whole thing. Like it can be really good, and you can benefit off everything the whole 16 years. You can benefit. For Aquarius, it's going to be in Aquarius for 20 years. So it's going to be crazy. And the world is already shifting. Everything's already starting to shift. I've noticed a lot of shifts have happened in the last week or two because like the transition is happening. Pluto is leaving Capricorn and going to Aquarius. So, and I can see the shifts happening in the world, especially with the election and all like the changes, and now everybody's like surprised and shocked, with the world in war and how things have changed. Just this last 2 weeks, it's like, what the hell is this world? Everything just shift just like that. It's crazy, but I'm used to like the no surprise shocking things anymore. I just know shit's bound to get better. It can't be bad all the time. Yeah. But I honestly believe that the energy is so much better now than it was in the beginning of the year. And now it seems like, everything's getting a little better because we're going through that planetary shift. And Aquarius is so much chill than Capricorn. So Pluto going into Aquarius is a good thing, in my opinion. Because Aquarius is, humanitarians and, you know, peaceful people, and they like to talk shit and have fun. And Capricorns are a little bit, you know, you people got like issues and shit. Nah, I'm just teasing. But yeah, I know a lot of Capricorns been through a lot of bullshit, a lot of bad things. But I don't think it's gonna do that to Aquarius too, because Aquarius is different. Aquarius is a different sign. We're like the water bearer. We just want to like chill in the water and just, we don't want to be the devil. I'm only saying that because I'm an Aquarius. I like to tease everybody, but Aquarius is. Yeah, I feel it too. I feel the shift. I feel the energy is a lot better. The energy is a lot more refreshing, and it's a lot more dominating. Like it feels like things are getting like better. I just feel the energy getting better. So that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So I'm looking forward to the next 20 years, and I'm looking forward to be alive for those next 20 years, and I'm looking forward to like seeing everybody get better and everybody being happy. And I hope that we all find love for ourselves or with another person. And I just wish that everybody's happy, man. I really do. I wish that people actually wake up and realize how stupid they are and change their lives for the better instead of the worse, and stop living in this delusional world you live in. Like, stop acting like you're something you're not. Stop trying to be something you aren't. And don't identify as some fucking retard. Just be a human being that you are, that God made you. Be thankful you are who you are, and stop trying to be something you're not. And I think a lot of people are like taking back that power and letting those people know, hey, look, we're had enough of your bullshit now. You know, cut it up. Yeah, Saturn is my ruling planet. So Saturn's about to take over the world. It's very close to the moon right now, so everything's gonna change. I know it is, and it's bound to happen. Everybody's taking back their power. Yep, but the world is a great place. It's just the people in it that mess it up for everybody else. Unfortunately, we all have to suffer for the stupid people, and the stupid people are being allowed to be stupider, and we can't let that happen. Like, and people are like so sensitive and so like annoying, and you can't say everything you want. You can't say what you feel. Like, it doesn't make sense being in a world you can't be free to say what you want. And since when can you not like something, then, or what? Since when do I have to like what you like? If we all supported the same soccer team, life would be boring because we'll all be fans of the same team. Everybody's going to be our opposition. People need to get over themselves, and it's not just the younger generation, because it's people our age acting stupid too, and they're the bad ones. Like, people our age are really like some stupid ass people. You know, there's a lot of people my age. I look at them like, the hell happened to you? Like, why didn't you act your age and not your shoe size? But all I do now is take care of myself. I just be me. I just want to like help everybody and just be happy. And I really don't care what anybody's identifying as or what you fucking feel like you want to do. Like, just leave me alone. Don't come to me with that bullshit. I honestly can't understand how crazy people are. Like, people are like grown adults acting like little kindergarten children not getting a lollipop or something. I'm looking through like social media. I'm saying, what the fuck's wrong with this person? Like, are you nuts? Like, what the hell? This person like shouting, screaming, dressing up like something that they ain't, crying like a little, you know, sure. What the fuck's wrong with these people? They got dropped on their head when they was born or something. Yeah, Saturn is Aquarius ruling planet. Yeah, yeah. Shit's about to change. That's for sure. I'm ready for the ride. I love change. You know. Well, being our age, it's hard to accept these people because we know it's not right, and we know like they're delusional. And ever since COVID back in 2020, the world has been upside down. And I feel like because everybody was forced to stop and forced to be home all day, it drove people nuts. And they didn't have nothing to do but to go on the internet and consume the poison. And that's why the last 4 years have been absolutely delusional and crazy, and people have absolutely gone off their head. Like, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you fucking people? Like, are you okay? Like, did COVID make you dumb? Yeah, yeah. People our age are like mental. Like, I'm like wondering what the fuck's wrong with these people. Like, I honestly I stay away from everybody. I don't want to go. I don't. I only go from here to the store, here to go get materials for my job, or here to go work or whatever. And I stay home. I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to be around crazy people. If I see crazy people around me, I divert myself. I stay away from all negative weirdos. When I see shit online, I keep scrolling because I don't even want to. I don't even want to put that shit in my brain. Yeah, don't bring that bullshit to me. I ain't got no time for that. Like, and then when people lose, they get all stupid. Like this, like I live in Bermuda, right? I live in Bermuda. I don't know if you know where Bermuda is, but I live in Bermuda, and we're a little island, you know, next to the United States, but we have nothing to do with the United States. We were a British colony, but I have a lot of friends in the United States, and I watch the election and I watch like how America is, and America is in a complete mess. There's not many places in the world as bad as America right now, and the people in America are really like losing it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, this isn't the America that I know. People do dumb shit, but not this dumb. Like there's something definitely going on that I don't know about. Who invents these stupid shit? Like, what do you people ain't got no life? Go to fuck work. If you go to work every day and live your life righteously and correct, why the hell? Where the hell do you have time to identify as something that you're not? You moron! What the fuck are you doing? Like, who are you people? What are you, aliens or something? I'm wondering. I'm looking at these people like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Like, why would you want to do these weird things? You don't. You're not. Do you know how lucky you are to be in this world and to like to do great things as who you are? Why would you want to like change that? Why would you want to like do things to yourself to make you look like something you're not? Don't you know that that's the devil going through your body, and that's not good? You know, like you know, when you die, like you gotta come before the real deal. You know that, right? Like people don't get it, see. But when you do get it, it's too late. You're already in that hole, and God's gonna put you in life with a spirit. That's a spirit, and you're gonna look at how stupid you are. That's why, like, I don't care about this shit no more. Honestly, I'm so glad that things are changing and people are starting to like really see that this shit's affecting everyone. It's time to stop. Like, you know, it's time to like wake the fuck up and get rid of all these weirdos. Like they can't corrupt these children no further. I can't stand that shit. I love children and they're just like corrupting their minds more and more every day. Yeah, I ain't got no time for that shit. Here in Bermuda, we don't tolerate none of that bullshit. If anybody around Bermuda identifies as a cat or a dog, they're getting the shit slapped right out of them. We're gonna slap the shit out of them so hard they're never gonna want to be a cat or a dog ever again in life. They're gonna want to be who they are. Because if not, we're gonna fix them. And in Bermuda, we don't put up with no bullshit like that. You identify as what? That's what I thought. You better get your ass moving, buddy. It's hard to be gay here because people here don't tolerate gay people either. And I don't have a problem with gay people. I just don't. I'm not gay, so I don't want you to like do it around me or like put it on me or like act like I have to like it or act like I have to like accept you. If I'm not, then I'm not. And if you are, then fine. Do whatever you want, but don't push the agenda on me. Don't act like I have to you know, um, accept you 100%. Yeah, don't force it on us. You're forcing me to like you. I don't like regular people, let alone gay people or straight people or white, black, Asian or whatever you are. A person is a person. I treat you who you are, not of what your race or what you are, or if you're gay or straight or Chinese or black. Like, I don't give a fuck what you are. Like, if you're an asshole, I'm not gonna deal with you. If you're a fucked up person, I don't want to deal with you. But if you're cool, we can be cool. That's it. If I can trust you, then I'll love you. I don't care what you are, as long as you don't force me to like what you want. I don't force you to be what I want you to be. Leave me alone. I don't mind being around people. If I like people, if I like them, then I'm okay with it. So, this is a perfect example. I don't know you, right? But we're talking online and we're agreeing about what's going on. So it's a good thing, right? See, we have, an understanding here. So that's the good thing. We're having an understanding. We know what's right, we know what's wrong in our lives, in our beliefs. We have similar, agreements. Right. So that's why I can talk to people like you or other people who have the same understandings. And we don't have to be in the same place or the same race or the same whatever age. Doesn't matter. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. This is going back. This is going back to when you first came in the room. I pretty much told you, hey, look, that's a question you got to answer. It goes back to us. It always comes back to us. We have to make those decisions. We have to say, hey, I have to make sure that my life is great. I have to do what's best for me. I shouldn't care about anybody else unless they genuinely care about me. And if you keep your circle small and you keep your circle just with you and a couple people that you can love and trust, then you're good to go. You don't need 10, 15, 20 people in your life. All right, Miss Bikini, take care. I hope you stay safe, and I hope the storm goes away and you're good. Just let us know if you're okay tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. It starts with us. And I keep telling people on here every night that self-love, self-confidence, self-reliance, and self-love is the best love. You have to take care of yourself first. Long as you're okay, then you can help somebody else. And this is going back to your question that you asked when you first came in here. Do you see any gifts? Yes, of course. But you got to reveal your gifts to the world if you want to. You can reveal your gifts to 20 people in the next 10 months and you end up becoming a person who helps like me every day. I've been on here for 5 years and I never wanted to do this because I knew I had the gift, but I just never wanted to do it because I don't want to put up with people. I don't like people like that. And I didn't want to help no weirdos. I don't want to help people who ask me stupid questions. I don't want to help the woman that comes in here and says, does Bob love me? How does he feel about me today because I looked at him and I was wearing a mini skirt? What does he think? Does he want to have sex with me or does he like me? Is he interested in me? I don't want to answer all that bullshit, man. You can sense that just by asking Bob your fucking self, or you can feel the energy. You ain't gotta ask me that shit. you know. But I still answer the questions, but like a lot of things we can solve on our own. And that's why like I try to tell people all the time, like you're your own worst enemy. If you don't understand life and understand like what you really are feeling and seeing, then you gotta ask that person instead of asking me. And like people gotta understand that, hey, I shouldn't even ask because I already know the answer deep down inside. Hey Angel, how you doing? Yeah, people can ask crazy shit because they actually think that the answer is going to change by asking me, or they think that I'm gonna tell them what they want to hear, or they really need help and they just don't know. And I don't mind answering crazy, stupid questions sometimes, but if it's every day, all day, it's kind of like I'll pull the person to the side and be like, "Listen to me. You don't have to do this anymore. You know that, right? It's okay. Stop asking the same shit and like go and deal with the person yourself." Because sometimes that's exactly what people you should be doing is solving your own problems. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Glad you're doing good. But yeah, if you learn to trust your intuition more, then that's better. Don't ever doubt yourself. See, that's the key to doing this type of work, and the key to actually knowing yourself is to trust everything that you think and everything that you feel. And if you do that, spirit's gonna put those right feelings and those right intentions in your mind and in your heart every time. So the more you doubt it, the more it's not going to happen. The more you believe it, the more they'll put the right things in front of you. And don't expect that, it's going to happen like this. If you put in the intention and you prove that you want it that bad and you need it, there's differences there. There's things that you want and things that you need. You can't be going in spirit talking about, I really want this Louis Vuitton purse, but I know I can't afford it, but I really need it. You don't need that goddamn purse. You don't need it. You want that shit. What you need is a job, money, and a place to live and good health. That's what you damn well need, and you need food to eat and water to drink. You don't need a damn purse. Who cares about that damn purse? That purse is only gonna carry bullshit. You know? This is what I try to like explain to people over and over and over and over, but they don't listen to me. They think like I'm just joking. I ain't joking. I'm being serious. Like there's needs and wants. You got to put your needs over everything. Once you get everything you need, then you start getting things you want, and that's what's happened to me. I've never had so much clothes, so much materialistic things in my life until now. These last like 2 3 years I've gotten so much clothes and so much things because I finally got to treat myself, because I finally beat the needs and wants scenario and like challenge. I got everything I needed first, and then now that I have everything I need, now I started to get things that I want. And that's the key: needs first, wants second. So now I say, you know what? I have everything I need, Mark. I'm good. So now if I want this hat that's on my head, or I want this shirt, I'm gonna go buy it. Yeah. Because I feel like I want it and I can afford it now. And I just want it because I never had shit like this until now. Because I can afford it, because I finally got everything I need. Yeah, exactly. Food, clothing, shelter are the basic needs. Like, and you have to like understand those things to a certain point. I tell people like I've been through a long road of paying bills, paying rent, things going wrong where I have to pay for shit and help my parents, help other people. Then business is good one day, not shit the next. Business is good one year, then another year. Then I try and and then I got, spirit nudging me to do things I used to do. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to go and do that shit again. And spirit's like, no, no, you have to go back to the things that you're talented to with and go, come on, please just do it. And now like I'm being pushed back into another hobby I used to have. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of like struggling to do it. But then I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll get back into it, see how it goes. If it works, then I know it's meant for me to see how you just said, I'm learning to trust my intuition. I feel like I've already learned it and I'm mastered it. But then you get a challenge again and you're like, nah, this can't be. But in the back of your mind, you're like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, I want to do it. Because I know it's the right thing, but I don't feel like it. And then something will happen and it will trigger you and be like, look at that. Now, like, why did that just happen? You know why that happened? Because that's what I got to do. But I'm refusing to accept it, and I don't want to take accountability for my feelings and my thoughts and my intuition. And then you're like, I don't know if I should do it. I'm too old for this shit. But that's just a saying. You're never too old. Like it's never too late. And like I say, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. And that's why I'm on here because I really don't need to be on here. I want to be on here, but then I say to myself, no, Mark, you dumbass, you need to be on here because people need you. You can help. If you can help two, three people at night, you help these people, you help somebody understand that what they're what they're feeling is what you already dealt with. You can help that person just by like giving them hope or advice. And if it wasn't for everybody coming in here and having a good time with me every night, then I'd be like miserable, and be like, what am I gonna do? And twiddle my thumbs, I'm gonna go to sleep, you know. So like it's good. Like I'm glad that I ended up, being here and helping people and using my gift to help people and just like talking. A lot of times just talking to everybody is good. Like you get to talk about your life and talk about your experiences, and the other someone else would be like, "Hey, that was like me, ma. I did the same thing. Oh shit, yeah, Oh shit, yeah, I did this, I did that. Oh yeah, I remember this." And, it's like that's what we do on here. Like it's like I like to talk to everybody, and we can all like share our experiences and help each other through our experiences. Motivate each other, agree with each other, disagree, whatever. It doesn't matter. We still have fun. That's it. That's all I really want, really. It's just for everybody to be happy, even my haters. Life's too short, so it's good to like just understand that God has a plan for us. We just have to like wait for it, or sometimes it just not ready. We're not ready for it yet, or when it comes, we'll be prepared. So I just tell God every night before I go to sleep, look, just protect me, keep me safe. That's all I really want. Like just keep me healthy. I don't want to stay far away from doctors and hospitals. If you can do that to me, you can do any other challenges my way. I'll deal with these dumbass people when I deal with them, and you know, just like grant me that one wish, to like be healthy and be safe. That's all I really want. I never asked for $1 million or a fucking lottery ticket. I don't ask for stupid shit. I just want like my health, and like I don't want to be sick. Being sick is not fun. Never has been. So that's what I ask for every day. Like I ask spirit just to make sure that me and my family are away from a hospital and doctors and we're all healthy and safe. I don't give a fuck about no money. I don't give a fuck about no work and shit like that. And like, Yes, of course we need those things, but as long as you can give me enough, I'm good to go. Like, yeah, health is wealth. I've been preaching that on here forever. Like, there's a lot of people coming here and they're like, oh, I want love more than anything. I'm like, yeah, you do. You want a headache then? Okay, you can have a headache because that's what love is. Love's a fucking headache. You know that, right? Love is a headache forever. You love somebody, they become your headache. So I'd rather be healthy than have a toxic relationship or a toxic woman in my life and have a bad relationship and become unhealthy. Because love can make you unhealthy. Love can make you, do bad things. And that's why I'm so happy to be single. For the last 7 years, I've been single. Since I was 40. I'm 47, and since 40, I said fuck this. I'm not dating no more. I don't want no damn woman. I don't want to be in love no more. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Like every time I try or every time I get involved with somebody, it goes backwards or people aren't like who they were. And like I'm like this, I can't trust nobody. How am I supposed to love you if I can't trust you? So every person that I linked up with was either a hoe or a friend with benefits or like a woman that was confused and never saw a good man in her life and was so used to bullshit so she didn't even know what a good man was. So when I was good to her, I scared her. She was like, what planet are you from? I'm like, I'm from the planet of love. I guess you ain't heard of it. Oh well, your loss, not mine. So I ended up like, I mean, I'm not giving up on love because I know that it's available, but it's the type of love that you choose. And the easiest love is lust. There's so much lust in the world. If everybody wants to be a hoe instead of a housewife, or everybody wants to be a hoe, your life will be easy because you're a hoe. So you don't have no expectations. You just, do whatever you want and live your life. But people who are like the hoods have the most fun if you really look at it. They get everything they want. All they gotta do is be a hoe. It's true. My auntie, she's been passed away for almost 6 years, and she always used to say that God gives children to people who don't deserve it, and God gives things to people who don't deserve it because that's their challenge in life. That's their like the way that's what their life is. They're gonna get things that they don't deserve. I mean, it's weird because you're wondering like why the hell would God do that? But that's just that person's path. And then people who deserve it sometimes don't get it. And it's just the way life is. It's just if you accept it, then you understand it. And unfortunately, we never get exactly what we really want in life unless it's meant your time. So at the end of the day, I just keep saying what I always say. I just want to be healthy. I want to be far away from a hospital and a doctor and a disease, and I just want to be happy. And if I never get married or I never have kids, then that's okay. I accept that. I'd rather take the healthy route than to be married with kids and then have cancer and die. See what I mean? So I made my choice. God knows my choice. So my choice is I'd rather be healthy than be in, some bullshit relationship. And then I look at all what's happened this year to my friends and family members and people. I watched my brother get a divorce 5 years ago. I watched my sister get a divorce the last 2 years. And then I'm single, never been married, and my older sister's been married for almost 30 years. I have 6 nephews who I love and adore and treat like my own. So I have the things I want and need, even though it's not mine 100%. I still have 6 nephews that I consider my own. You know, I still like have siblings, parents. My parents are alive. You know, I still have a good life. So why am I gonna like worry too much about what I don't have and what doesn't happen? It's just meant for me to be in that position. That's all. Who cares? And then I say to myself, you know, I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman that's going to ruin my life. And if she does, it's on me because I accepted her in my life. So I rather just be where I am now and be happy. And then I always tell God and tell Spirit, you know, if you want to bring a woman into my life, well, guess what? I have a list here and I'm gonna write it. I want a girl that's this. I want a girl that's that. I want a woman that's this. I want a woman that, and they're gonna look at that list and say, "What world you live in, Mark? Are you out of your damn mind, boy? We can't give you a woman that has all these things. Are you crazy? No, but then your life will be perfect, bro. No, no, we can't give you that. You better go back to dreamland, son." That's what God says to me when I write that list. It's like, who do you think you are, bro? Even I didn't have that. What are you talking about? You see what I mean? So, like, I just figured it out that I'm better off just, knowing that that's just the way it is. And I'm going to be happy how I live my life. And if I do find a beautiful woman one day that I love and care about and trust, and maybe I'm gonna find her now. Maybe I had to be like 40 something years old, almost 50 to have them. Maybe that's how it is. Maybe the first 47 years of my life, I was gonna have nothing but trouble and shitty relationships, and then the last, couple years of my life, which is the next couple, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna find the love of my life and die with her. Maybe that's the case because some people find love early, some people find love late. It's life. I'm happily single. Yeah, I don't really. I'll put it to you this way. Being this age, and you're older than me. Being this age, you kind of like say to yourself, "Hey, I don't mind being single because I know what I can get, what I should get, and what I don't want." So I'm very patient when it comes to love and comes to like getting involved with a woman because I know for a fact that I can easily be sad and easy have headaches and easy deal with somebody else's life when I shouldn't be dealing with theirs at all. So, and I've watched my best friends get divorces. I've watched my siblings get divorces, and it doesn't discourage me. It just opens my eyes to what if I'm next. Why would I want to waste my time on someone and get deceived by that person? So I just say, you know what, I'm happy. So if I'm happy, then I guess that that's meant to be that way. But my love life started early. You know, I was like 6, 7 years old in kindergarten. I already had a girlfriend, and I know that doesn't like really count. But my love life started early. When I was a teenager, I always had a girlfriend. I always had like a love life right up until like my late 30s, 40. After 40, it pretty much stopped. Like I ain't had no serious relationship in the last 7 years because I personally choose not to get myself involved in anything unless I know it's real or I know it's gonna go somewhere. So I kind of shut myself off because I'm saying if it didn't work for all this time, it ain't gonna work now unless a miracle fucking happens. So Who knows? It looks like you're gonna get a miracle in the next 2 months. So I'm happy for you, Phyllis, and I hope you do find love. And I wish you the best. And I hope that that person treats you with love and respect. And that's it. You know. Yeah, I definitely evolved a lot spiritually. I would say. Um, I always remember a person said to me that you don't need nobody to complete you because you can complete yourself. And I always tell people, hey, look, if I find somebody one day and I'm happy, then so be it. But if I don't, I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with everybody else's woman, talking to me, or a woman coming in here and saying, "Hey, Mark, how you doing? We're friends. We can talk shit. We can flirt. We can hang out." I have so many women friends that I don't even need a girlfriend because I got so many women friends that I know and love and care about and act like they're my sisters, or we act like we're boyfriend and girlfriend just to joke around or something, and talk shit, you know. I always tell all the women on here, like, I'll be your online BF, if you want me to, and just talk shit. All that stuff, all the flirting and talking shit and having fun, it's great. Like it makes my day go by. It makes me feel like I don't need a relationship if I have all these women friends that talk shit to me, and they're in the same position I am. They're all single, and they ain't got no asshole man around them. And sometimes I tell women that have boyfriends, I'll say, hey, look, just take a screenshot of me and say, look, this is my boyfriend in Bermuda. Leave me alone. So I always tell women, like, we always have a good time laughing in here about, like, shit like that. Like, I'll like, make them feel like they don't need that asshole. You can just talk to me and you'll be happy. So yeah, I do that shit. I don't know if anybody's used that, but if they have, I'm cool with it. But yeah, it's that's the type of vibe that we have in here, and we just have fun. Why not? It's good to have fun and just talk shit and get over our problems for a couple hours and move on with life. But anyway, Phyllis, it was good meeting you and good talking to you. Um, I wish you the best. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I need to get my ass to bed. Uh, I'm glad my live actually stayed on all this time because yesterday, after like 40 minutes, it zapped out. It's been acting up every now and then, but it's been good today. It hasn't even glitched that much. So I guess the server is good today or whatever it is. But yeah, I usually come on here every night around this time. So I'm usually on here. So thanks for coming by, and I wish you the best, and I hope everything works out for all of us. you know. All right, good night. Take care. I'll see everybody tomorrow.